We've made the arduous journey up the hill, and we are here at Starlight Distillery for their cigar batch release, and we are very excited about it because if there's one thing we love, it's Starlight. So it's been a long week of content filming for us. We started the week with Bruzel, and then we went to Fred and Freddie No at Fraser History Museum. We just got done filming with a new supplier. Stay tuned, that's going to be a great episode. And we're finishing off the week with a release at Starlight. What's better than that? Keep your bunghole tight. Let's go.
I want to know your thoughts on amburana finished whiskeys, because I have a love-hate relationship, as we've talked about before. So I'm anxious to try this year's release. It's a low yield this year, so limited release, but I think it's going to be good. We'll find out.
Are you talking to me? After you.
Well, thank you. Why, thank you. Vodka. Hoosier Connect vodka. Interesting. And we have a Hoosier Connect double oaked whiskey. Finishing champagne wine barrels. That's one of your favorites, isn't it, Charlie?
I do love champagne.
He does love champagne.
Absolutely be picking up one of those tonight.
I'm not a huge fan of champagne, but I did like their last champagne barrel finish release.
Orphan barrels.
Let's see what we have here. Oh,
Great brandy.
you got to grab that bottled and bond.
What?
You don't know?
No? Oh,
I'm
look.
not going to tell you then.
A couple of Mezzanaras. That's
a good
been
one.
Highly awarded.
I still haven't opened that one.
I actually have a bottle of that at home. It's
What else do we have here?
Very good. So that's a single barrel bottled in wine, which is cool.
American single malt,
Yeah,
that's
I
a good
like
one.
I revisited that one the other day. Pretty good.
Some more bottled and bond. There's a bottled and bond rye.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had that?
I have.
Of course you have.
Of course I have.
You probably had 3 of them
I have.
sitting on your bar open. What are we looking at there?
I don't know. Just seeing what people hide up top. Small batch rye.
Here's Simon's Dry Gin, if you're into that sort of thing. Black raspberry bourbon liquor. That's some good stuff right there.
Wonder if I
There's
should
a Simon 1794 bottled and bond American Dry Gin. Have you had that?
That's the barrel finished.
It looks
Yes,
like a barrel
I
finish,
do.
yes.
I do have a bottle of that at home as well. Actually, this
What do you-
is
what
the
do you think
bottle.
of that bottle?
This is the bottled and bond. I don't have this one. I have that one. So I feel like I probably.
I feel like you better get it.
It's 7 years old. This is
That's-
aged 7 years.
I want to try that. So will you buy it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this in the champagne before
All right.
the line starts.
Can I record your credit card number?
I do have a Baby Yoda credit card. Hey, you don't care if we record, do you? Okay. Everybody, it's Connor Ballard.
I haven't met you yet.
This
I'm
is
Glenn
Glenn
Hockersmith. Nice to meet you.
Tell them to go ahead and give me my cigar matches. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You act like I can pull these strings right.
We're looking forward to going
He's
and
lucky
standing
we even
live.
let him up here.
Yeah, I'm very.
She was gonna something
Did you
back
want to
to
taste
me.
it? Yeah, they're back here.
just gonna add these.
You want to taste this?
No, I'm good. Thank
I had
you.
those good. Yeah.
You want to check out?
We'll be, hey, we'll be out there.
What do you think of that? As good as the last one?
It's as good as the last one.
Good.
It's super unique and funky, and I love it. Everything about it.
Just like you. Super
A pretty
unique
label.
and funky. So we're here waiting in line here for the amburana cigar batch release at Starlight, and we were talking to Barbara here from Indianapolis, right?
I am.
And you're a big fan of Starlight, and tell us a little bit about what brings you down here. This is the second year in a row we've seen you here.
It is. What brings me down here is the quality of them, the service, the family, how much they love bourbon, how much effort they put into it. They go to improve. I do happen to bring a lot of people down here, and the more I bring them down here, the more people love them, the more talk about them. Even I'm from the state of New Jersey, and I go home, I have small liquor stores that even know who they are. The second I say Indiana, Starlight's the first person they bring up.
Awesome. So how did you get into bourbon and whiskey? So most of our viewers, when we look at our analytics, are 99% male, right? And I know a lot more females are getting into bourbon and whiskey. So what was your entry into?
I knew a couple of guys. I'm a big wine drinker. So I knew a couple of guys, and we traded off. So, and actually standing here is a good idea. So they said, look, you teach us about wine, we'll teach you about bourbon.
Okay.
Ironically enough, the first bourbon that they gave me came from Starlight. And then for my birthday a couple of years ago, they actually returned one of the bottles, or the first bottle they gave me. I put air in it and stuff like that. It was the bottle that I first tried.
Okay.
That was the very first bottle I ever had.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So you mentioned that you're from Indianapolis, and you bring a lot of people down here to Starlight and the Louisville area for, I'm guessing, distillery tours.
I do.
And so what's the name of your business? Give it a shout out, promote your business.
Yes, my company is called Cleo Piedmont.
Okay.
It's named after my father.
Awesome.
My father's name was Cleo, and then Piedmont is part of Italy because I'm a wine drinker. So it's where, classy food is made and where a couple of grapes are grown. So I organize a transportation company to work with me. We take people from the Indianapolis area, organize things with places such as Starlight and a few distilleries in Louisville. Have people come, have a good time. I do the tastings on the way so they can come and enjoy the places that we're going. And most of the time we spend the night. Sometimes we have, a day trip and go back.
Sure. So if people who are watching this are in the Indianapolis area and want to go on one of your trips, how do they get a hold of you?
We are updating the website. Currently I can be found on Facebook. Just look up Cleo Piedmont. It'll come right up. It's a big CP and it's in bright pink. You can't miss it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking to us. I really appreciate it.
it.
It's good to meet you again.
Thanks.
Cigar batch is secured. Now we're going to go try it because Starlight Distillery is the best, and then let you try. Sometimes before you buy, oftentimes after. So we're going to try it.
That's okay, right?
Yeah. And we're going to get a cigar. We may smoke it. Who knows?
She's already got hers.
We have the cigar batch out here to try. Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir.
Shall we go find a shady place to sit?
So one of the things that everybody here at Starlight has talked about is this is reminiscent of the original release, the original Starlight cigar first fill, and that if you know, you know. Gets me very
So
excited.
let's talk details on this one. So 114 proof, right?
114 proof, 4.5 years old, I think, and this is a first fill amburana barrel. So, cheers.
It's got that.
So first of all, on the nose,
That old familiar.
like cinnamon roll,
Ugh.
like crazy,
God.
like you know instantly what it is, and
It's a cinnamon
It is
roll
a cinnamon
right out of the oven. Like, that's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, like a fresh baked
And
cinnamon roll.
it's got that warm nose to it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's
Cheers.
cheers, sir.
So it is not as sweet as the first release that I remember. It is not this overpowering cinnamon roll that transfers to the nose. This is a much more refined. It gives you a big bowl of big bash of sweetness up front that doesn't hang around long. Then it gives you a little bit of spice and a little bit of oakiness. It has a really unique flavor. It's one of those ones that makes your mouth kind of like, makes you salivate and makes you want to drink more, which is what I'm going to do right now.
As soon as it hits the tip of your tongue, you get that sweetness, right? Like that cold sweetness. And then immediately following that, before it even hits the mid palate, you get that spice. And then it finishes really smoothly. Like, I feel like there's a lot more caramel on this one. Not
Yeah.
super sweet caramel,
Yeah.
but like almost like a semi-sweet caramel note.
It is
that
a much,
finishes off
it is
really
a much,
smooth.
much more refined, much more universal. Because I know the one thing with these original amburana is they are so sweet, and so flavorful that a lot of bourbon drinkers are like, I'm not like that's not bourbon. I'm not drinking that. It's too much. This is a nice balance and a nice flavor. I really like that. It's very oaky as well. For 4.5 years old, it really hangs out for a long time on that finish.
Yeah. I feel like the original batches were like, they just overpowered you, just boom, punch you right in the mouth, which this does to an extent.
Yeah.
But it's a little more, I feel like more approachable. It's going to be more palatable to more people. And as you said, they're like refining it, dialing it in, which is, it's a good thing.
Well, I remember Ted telling the story that one of the first batches that they did, they had to pull it out and age it in a neutral barrel because it was too intense. I'm like, Ted, if what you released, what was more intense than what you released? So, I think this is what's awesome about, and I will die on this hill, what's great about craft distilleries that are privately owned and family owned is the ability to just continue to hone their craft and put releases out that they like and they enjoy and love it. Absolutely love it. An excellent addition to any bar.
And I mean, come on, look at the surroundings here. How
I'm giving
can,
free cigars.
how can you not love that? Make sure you get me one.
Let's go get. Oh, you want a cigar?
No, you
Yeah.
got to come with me. Come on.
Okay, I'll come with you. Let's go get a cigar.
All right, let's get a cigar.
Now I'm getting apple pie.
Yeah, on the nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fun. We love it.
How we doing, gentlemen?
Good. Mild or full body?
Oh, full-bodied all day long.
All right.
Thank you,
Full
sir.
body for sure.
Same thing?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
You
Appreciate
want to
it.
cut and lit?
Are we gonna smoke these here, or are we taking off?
Probably. Let me check.
Yeah, we should probably take off. I think we're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Look what I spotted.
Details. I was sleeping when I got home last night.